Throughout history, humanity has been shaped by conflict. Wars, born from diverse causes, have redrawn maps, toppled empires, and fundamentally altered the course of civilization. Let us explore some of the most pivotal. Around 1250 BC, legend tells of a great war between the Greeks and the city of Troy. Sparked by the abduction of Helen by Paris, this epic struggle lasted for years. It famously concluded with the Greeks using a hollow wooden horse to infiltrate and ultimately destroy the city. From 499 to 449 BC, the mighty Achaemenid Persian Empire launched invasions against the Greek city-states. Driven by imperial expansion and Greek resistance, iconic battles like Marathon, Thermopylae, and Salamis ensued. The Greeks ultimately repelled the Persian forces, preserving their independence. Beginning in 1095 and spanning centuries, the Crusades were a series of military campaigns by European Christians into the Islamic world. Motivated by religious fervor and economic ambition, the goal was to capture and hold Jerusalem and the Holy Land. Despite initial successes, the Crusaders were eventually defeated and the territories were reclaimed by Muslim forces. From 1337 to 1453, England and France engaged in a protracted conflict over the succession to the French throne and territorial disputes. This dynastic struggle spanned generations and saw significant military innovations. France emerged victorious, consolidating its power and fostering a sense of national identity. Between 1803 and 1815, Napoleon Bonaparte's ambitions plunged Europe into widespread conflict. Fueled by the ideals of the French Revolution and Napoleon's quest for dominance, France sought to establish an empire across the continent. Napoleon's eventual defeat led to the restoration of monarchies and a new European order. From 1914 to 1918, the world witnessed an unprecedented global conflict, triggered by the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand and driven by complex alliances and imperial rivalries. It involved the Central Powers and the Allies. The war resulted in the collapse of four empires and laid the groundwork for future international organizations. The largest and deadliest conflict in history raged from 1939 to 1945. Fueled by Hitler's expansionist aims, economic hardship, and the Treaty of Versailles' aftermath, it engulfed most nations. The defeat of Germany and Japan led to a bipolar world order and the establishment of the United Nations. From 1955 to 1975, Vietnam became a focal point of the Cold War. This intense conflict pitted communist North Vietnam against South Vietnam, supported by Western powers, primarily the United States. The war aimed to prevent the spread of communism in Southeast Asia. It concluded with the victory of the North and the reunification of Vietnam under communist rule. Lasting from 1980 to 1988, this was the 20th century's longest conventional war. It stemmed from border disputes, political tensions, and territorial claims between the two nations. The conflict ended in a stalemate with no border changes, but inflicted immense human and economic costs on both sides. Since the early 2000s, the Middle East has been marked by persistent conflict, including the Syrian civil war, the U.S. invasion of Iraq, and the rise of groups like ISIS. These wars are driven by complex ethno-religious divisions, regional power struggles, and international intervention. The result has been widespread displacement, political instability, and humanitarian crises affecting millions. These conflicts, spanning millennia, underscore the enduring presence of war in the human story. Each left an indelible mark, shaping the world we inhabit today.